Hi guys, I am live. Sorry for the big face glaze here. Hi Sue. Hi Lakshmi Cool. Oh no, Style. Hey Haggis. You're sitting in the repair shop. Oh man. I'm gonna hope that gets fixed real quick. So yeah, I was trying to get into my Iditarod account. I can't get in either, Sue. So I'm kind of hoping. Hey Lupita. I'm kind of hoping that we'll be able to get in before the live stream starts. But I did come across this one video that I thought was pretty cool. Let me see if I can get it up here. It's just a short. I am not in Alaska anymore. I am down in Michigan. I wish I was up in Alaska. That's where I lived for over 30 years. Hey, Kathy. I do feel it's my home. I certainly miss my mountains, that's for sure. Here's a short video. It's only 10 minutes long while I'm trying to find the live stream.
That once moved serum to save lives, 100 years later celebrates men and women still looking for a zest in life and a purpose to both live and to intimately know the North Country. The Iditarod sled dog race becomes their mission, a memory-making machine for those living with dogs. Dogs. If water makes a river, a dog promotes a passion. That passion flows without bounds here, an ultimate consuming commitment to lives merged. An arch with imperfections called a burl, a line reached, a destination, and an invitation to history. For those who pilgrimage here every year, that line represents validation. It constitutes hard work, and it symbolizes the core of the miracle that got them here.
Being out on the Iditarod Trail is just going to be like, for us, what we've been doing all winter. It's what we love to do. I'm always taking time to take in the sights. I live for this, you know? I don't live to win. I live for these dogs being healthy, happy, doing what they love. We are doing it together. As we travel down the trail, I mean, that is something that they're into, they're excited about. When they crest that hill and they see a herd of caribou, I mean, they are loving that as much or more than I am. And that's why we do it, for that like excitement of what's around the next turn. But ultimately, I mean, we're in it for the joy of being a team and traveling together.
I was born in it, and I never known a life without dogs. I've always had 10 plus dogs, and now we're here with 80, so it grew quite a bit in the time. And I got hooked on Iditarod, from sprint mushing to mid distance. I fell in love with distance. Distance was where I felt most at home.
For the fourth time in history, a lack of snow and poor trail conditions have moved the racetrack north and away from the Alaska range. This race laughs in the face of adversity. Another 1,000-mile track to the north, and the destination remains known. Better than 30 teams, men, women, and dogs, former champions, and others dreaming of their place in history.
I'm a very competitive person, and I'd like to get more of these trophies that's behind me, and win the race again.
There's guys like Matt Hall and Jesse Holmes and Jeff Dieter, and obviously Ryan and Mitch is never going to come with a slouch team, and he's more experienced than any of those guys. So there's great teams, and I'm not going to, think have an ego big enough to say that I'm going to go out there and just run over those guys, but I think we can hang right with them.
you know you have a team that can win, though, right? Like this kennel's peaking.
They're ready. They're ready to give it their all.
Are you ready?
I hope so. I've been training for this my whole life, and I've trained harder than ever this season. I've gotten into jogging, running. I've trimmed off a lot of weight myself, and I'm ready to be right there with them, pushing, pulling, jogging the whole way. The burn to win is crazy stronger than it's ever been in me, you know, and it's I don't want to say it's all I think about, but it's everything in my life is channeled towards that, and it's gonna happen. I have no doubt. I have no doubt in my dog team's capabilities. I mean, we all want to go against the best. That's the thing about people like us. We want everybody there. We're ready to rumble. We're ready to race anybody.
For many in this field, they arrive thirsty for this opportunity and possibly blind to what they could experience. It's adventure that they come for, but they won't do it alone. They will tackle this challenge with their best of the best.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any money. I wanted to mush, so I went to the shelter and I got dogs that looked like they could pull. And that's how I got into it. Going from the shelter, trying them out, realizing that, oh, they're good dogs. And in many cases, realizing they're really good dogs. That is a really kind of addicting path to follow.
Okay.
I mean, it's been really satisfying to see that happen.
What's the goal?
Finish.
Yeah.
That's the play. That's get to know them.
Do you dream of Rookie of the Year or anything like that?
No. For me, it's just to get there right now. I'm just, So I haven't thought about that.
Ultimately, the goal is to finish, but I mean, honestly, I'm training myself and attempting to train this team to win the Iditarod. I mean, it's a race. I mean, I don't believe in fate, but I mean, like I said, first week I was here, I met my wife. I was introduced to four-time Iditarod champion and learned about mushing and just been on like this fast track, and everything just fell into place beautifully. And now we got our own land and our own dogs and our own Iditarod. Like, it's crazy.
These teams will plod their way down this trail, some with a little quicker step in their giddy-up. But at 7 or 8 miles an hour, it naturally creates time to reflect, rubberneck, and to converse.
I love talking to my dogs, so I'm talking to them the whole time, but I don't need to. Like, they know my movements, they know my body language, they know when I'm getting food, they know when the food's not ready yet, they know we're sleeping here, we're not. Like, just everything, that you're walking up to them, putting booties on, and one eyeball opens, and they're like, oh, hey, yep. They roll over and put their feet up, and they go back, but it takes over, repetition over and over and over again. And the farther you get down the trail, when you're spending, we train for it all year, every day, but when you're actually in that race, like, you don't leave those dogs to go inside and, spend the night like we do back home here. You're on the straw with them the whole time, and you're tight. Yes.
The ability to go across the Arctic on a dog team, it's pretty cool.
It's awesome, yeah. And our appreciation for being able to do it definitely probably has grown, and yeah, it may not always be an opportunity as the same opportunity as it is today, but dogs and the trail and adventure will always be out there. But yeah, at a certain point, you got to just sit back and just be so thankful to even start the race and to be able to travel that trail and just appreciate that what it is.
Stopping everything else in life and just focusing dogs, eat, sleep, breathe dogs. I've lived dogs my whole life, and it starts early and ends late. And when you're in that moment and that getting under that arch, there is no feeling like it. Traveling that country, and there's stories on the way. I ran a very conservative first year, and I wanted to find out if I loved distance, and I did. I truly loved distance. It was an experience of a lifetime.
As you peer in on these teams over the coming days, admire the landscapes, get lost in the grandeur, imagine that bite of the cold, but find warmth in that purpose that brings them all here. It's nice to win. It's better to know when you arrive at a place you've never traveled before.
It's a journey, and the bond that you thought, oh, I've had this dog for 9 years. We're so bonded and strong. It's amazing how it like intensifies in that 9-day race. You're like, how could I even get any closer to this dog? I've owned him his entire life, but there is something about that journey that you shared together. Definitely something special that happens out there, and that's part of the magic of the Iditarod Trail. There's energy, there's spirits, there's, I don't know what it is, but you feel something different out there. Absolutely.
You know, it brings tears to my eyes what they do. All the training and the lifestyle we've been living, you know, I was just sleeping in the straw with them last night, you know, in a pile of dogs, and our bond is so tight, and our hunger to win is so, their hunger to win is, I think, more intense than mine sometimes, you know? And so it just keeps us, maybe I'm down one day, they're up. Maybe they're a little down one day, I'm up. We build each other, we lift each other up, and we're going to come to that finish line a team and on fire and with passion for every mile that we get to live this great blessing.
The way that I feel about one of my main leaders, Bravos, he ran his 6th Iditarod this year. The way that I feel about him after every race that goes by, the experience that we share, the relationship that grows with us is, I mean, words really can't describe that. It is a bond unlike.
You guys, I wanted to make a real quick comment. Look at the leader of this dog. They only have one leader.
Any other, including family members. I mean, I'm traveling thousands of miles with this dog. We're traveling 1,000 miles in 9.5 days. That bond is just, I mean, it's amazing. And so, and that's just one dog. And I'm lucky enough to have, but I've got 20 dogs that are, I mean, closer than any of my family members. Sorry, Mom. But that's just, they're, I mean, we spend every day together. And that's awesome. I mean, I'm the most blessed person in the world, I feel.
Those dogs' happiness and well-being and all the lessons that they've taught me along the way with the lifestyle we live, that's winning. These dogs are incredible. They've taught me, you know, to be humble, to be hardworking, to have gratitude and enjoy all the small things in life.
53 years. What do you say? It's time to saddle up again. Let's go to Nome.
I thought that was a really well put together video. Hey, Brian. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Haggis. Hi, Lord Bynum. Hi, Amy. Hey, Style. I hope that they get your car fixed. Irish Mart. Yep, they have 1 leader and 2 wheel dogs. They did an awesome job putting this video together. And, you know, they have several lead dogs. They don't always just use the one dog. They switch them out for the circumstances. If they're going through the mountains, through hills, through brush, through rocks and ice, depending on what the situation is. And when that lead dog gets tired, they put another dog in there. So that way they could take, not so much on the climate change. Last year there was 10 foot of snow, and this year there's no snow for the ceremonial finish, or for the ceremonial start. So they had to move the race official start up to Fairbanks. We found that out last night. But it's just amazing how a team, and I'm making an analogy of us as a team going through this F-Sciento bit, that we need to continue to be a team. And if somebody's getting tired, somebody else gets in the lead. It's a parallel. Yeah, thank you very much, Amy. Yep, we need to work together as a team to cross the finish line. So let's kind of use this as an example. So I cannot get into my my account. Uh-oh. Scientology up north and Laura's going live at 2. Oh no, you guys. I'm sorry. An SP chef. Oh, my heart. I bet you they're going to dagnabbit, I can't get into the stupid website. No. And it's starting in 11 minutes. Kathy P, nope, I'm not in Anchorage anymore. I used to be there. Yep, I like my zirkles. I was on my Iditarod channel. And it is yep, it keeps taking me back here. Are you guys on to here? I know, I can't get past their, yeah, they're usually the NBC and all of them are always out there. Let me try and get into. I'm trying to get into it a different way, you guys. There's always got to be freaking technical issues, right? Okay, well, I'm trying to re-register. Let me go back and see if it'll let me in now. Maybe not. I got Snorri McSnorpants here. I'm just trying not to be. It's not letting me in. Usually at least somebody would be. Restricted for insiders with live video. God damn it. We have 6 minutes. I am sorry. I am. I'm sorry, I can't see stream just yet. Yeah, there's nothing. That's okay. Yeah, I saw all of that YRB. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on with the account, Sir Sue. I am trying to get into it. Why did they gotta make it so damn hard? Nothing like having to do this at the last minute. Oh, please, come on. Let's try that again. I am not a robot. Okay, we are live. Let me stop screen. Let me open up the other screen. Okay, we are live. This is downtown. Let me see if I can get that to full screen. Kind of looks like it's probably loading up. This is downtown Anchorage. There's over here on the right is the yellow mall. It's called we always called it the yellow mall. And then there's some bank buildings. Here's one of the federal buildings. Anchorage downtown is not large. I think the tallest building is maybe 14.
The 53rd running of the Iditarod sled dog race is only possible with the help of our sponsors. Please thank our principal sponsors, Donlin Gold, Harvest Midstream, and Hillcourt, Alaska. And our lead dog sponsors.
The video keeps, hey, Robert. Rittenhouse. Yep, the video keeps freezing. Okay. We'll see if they get going once they get the dogs going. All sections auto refresh every 10 minutes. Please do not manually refresh the page. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Go back. Here we go. Now it's live. Yeah, it's live now. So that's the people standing on the sides of the road. Let me get it bigger again. God forbid I fudge it up. Hi, people of Anchorage. Yeah, Joe Garney was lamenting in that 97 interview how the race used to be half first people, but has gotten too expensive to subsistence live and run. Yes. There's the Alaska Fur Gallery.
Good morning and welcome to the last great race on earth, Iditarod 53. Want to remind you that the 2025 Iditarod Winter Raffle is on now with $200,000 in cash prizes. 55 winners will be named and 5,500 tickets will be sold. The drawing will be held April 13th. Go to Iditarod.com for more information. And that's not noise. That's the sound. There's a military base right up.
Right, the military base is just north of that. Here we go. Looks cold, doesn't it? Certainly not sunny San Diego. That's for sure. Or sunny where you're at, Kathy or YRB. Stomp your feet, keep them warm. Stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Color guard. Oh, I would be brave in the cold. Can you hear the dogs in the background? Mm. Yay, I'm glad you got yours working too, Sue. Woohoo! Yeah, if you can imagine, trying to get a wheelchair through all of that snow really sucks.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a single drill.
Oh, his mic's not working.
As I mentioned earlier, when we were swearing in the
I know, right? They hauled in all this snow.
we have a bit of a different culture
It's a
here.
shame.
In Alaska, with more veterans per capita than any state in the country. That's a lot
Yep,
of
Alaskans are
veterans.
veterans.
These young men and women are going to add to that. Right? So how about a round of applause for them? They're going to go to boot camp. They're going to get their beards shaved off. So enjoy that, young men, while you got them. And their hair shaved and their heads shaved, except for the women. So we're all proud of them. Boot camp's not easy. And so what we're going to do right now is have them swear the oath of office to our Constitution. So if you can raise your right hand, enlistees. Oh, there you go. And now I'm going to turn it over to Senator Kowski for the oath.
I think so too, Sue. I think they forgot to turn on the mic. I know. And I mean, it's just crazy. The ceremonial starts usually 15 miles up to Eagle River, and they're going to the Sullivan, which is like a mile and a half away. They had to haul in all their dogs, get everything all hooked up to run a mile and a half. Why didn't they just do a ceremonial start up in Fairbanks? That's stupid. But, you know, I've seen stupider things. Yeah, right? Like 1.5 miles? That's like not even getting the dogs warmed up. This must be the honor guard.
Yeah. Okay, who gets the mic here?
Senator, if you could, we'll get you.
Right, Robert?
Yeah.
They'd have to. And then run back. I know they did, because it was so short.
Senator McAleese will be around to hug each and every one of you. Just be patient.
Roll eyes.
She's a busy senator these days. If you just joined us, these are the newest inductees into the U.S. Army.
Ah.
And they did it in front of 10,000 people here at Iditarod 53.
Ah. Congratulations. That would have been nice to know ahead of time.
There we go.
Thank you for serving our country.
Yes, it's coming.
Thank you, veterans. And the new veterans. Thank you for protecting us.
Oh, I got all this. Yeah.
Our thanks to the Alaska Congressional Delegation, the Honorable Dan Sullivan and Lisa Murkowski at Iditarod 53 today. You know, we've got other notables here. The Iditarod Education Department welcomes our 2025 Iditarod Teacher on the Trail. Maggie Hamilton is here with us today. She is the 26th Iditarod teacher on the trail. Maggie is a 5th grade teacher in Mitchell, Indiana, incorporating this year's race in math, reading, social studies, and other academic areas. Her entire school is using the theme of Iditarod to motivate students to achieve their goals. We welcome Maggie Hamilton, the 2025 Iditarod teacher on the trail.
They will definitely be better in a couple of weeks. I forgot I had a drink up here. Yes. I promise it's just club soda.
That's my kind of girl right there. Yeah. I'm the girly man here.
Oh,
I needed a ladder, help up, assistance.
Dangerous.
Ladies and gentlemen, Senator Lisa Murkowski.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
Iditarod. It's a little bit skinnier this year, but you know what? It doesn't make a bit of difference because the Iditarod is something that we as Alaskans, we carry in our heart. These men and women, these mushers, these dogs, these are the ones that again inspire us to do more, to do better, to work harder, work faster, work smarter. What the Iditarod means, what it kind of manifests to us as Alaskans is pretty special. And so to those who are going to be going up the trail, maybe not here, but out of Fairbanks, we wish them well, we wish them safety, we wish them Godspeed, and we thank them for representing the best of Alaska. Mush on!
Senator Murkowski, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our good friend, Lieutenant Governor Nancy Dahlstrom, to Iditarod 53, and you don't have to climb up there if you don't want to. We've had no dignitaries-related injuries in over 20 years. Hello.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It's a great day in Alaska, isn't it? Woo! You know, we've had some challenges this year with a little bit of lack of snow, but never fear, Alaskans and mushers persevere. And I pray that there will be safety on the trail, that all the dogs, all the mushers, everybody will return. And with that, I say enjoy and have a wonderful, great Alaskan day. Thank you.
She's kind of gone by the wayside the last couple of years. Yeah, that was a really
Mr. Urbach, come up here. These two hardy women scaled the back of this truck. Let's see if you can do it.
That drone
Please
shot basically
don't disappoint
is
us.
downtown.
Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of Iditarod, Mr.
Most
Rob
of
Urbach.
the high buildings in all of Alaska.
Welcome to Iditarod 53.
Yeah, too much time in detail.
Iditarod and challenges are synonymous. This year will be no different. We will see tales from the trail that we haven't even contemplated yet. So I want to wish our mushers a great journey. Look forward to seeing everybody in Nome. So the mushers have been preparing for this for years and years and miles of training. The dogs are absolutely thrilled to be here. So let's give all of our mushers and our dogs a big round of applause.
That's Whittier.
Thanks for coming, and we'll get here started here pretty shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We are about 20 minutes away from the start of our first musher going out today. Want to remind you that you can become a supporter of our newest fundraising initiative in celebration of the new Finishers Arch being built, and get your hands on a limited edition Finishers Arch pin. Only 1,049 of these pins will be produced and sold, so don't wait for your chance to join our family of supporters today at Iditarod.com. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the colors today are being presented by the Eagle River Junior ROTC, the state champion color guard. Joining us here at Iditarod 53, Cadet RJ Gradenas, Cadet Adian Coons, Cadet Maddie Rancourt, led by Color Guard Commander Cadet Major Kelsey
Oh,
Barrett.
one of those. Nice.
Our sign language interpreting will be led
Oh,
by
I'm gonna have
teacher
to
Kathy
know,
Leach,
Mom.
signing the national anthem from Colony High School in Palmer, Josephine Clark, Jocelyn Montag, Katie Mann, Maddie Ferguson, and Anastasia Leach. And please remove your hats and join us for the national anthem, which will be performed by Fur Rondi's Great Alaska Talent Competition 2024 division winner and 2025 finalist, Madeline Helm.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yay. Lord Bynum, there's a winter carnival that happens with the, it's called the Fur Rondi.
8 stars of gold on a field of blue, Alaska's flag, may it mean to you the blue of the sea,
The mountains.
the evening sky, the mountain lakes and the flowers nearby, the gold of the early sourdough streams, the precious gold of the hills and streams, the brilliant stars in the northern sky, the bear, the dipper, and shining high, the great North Star with its steady light, o'er land and sea, a beacon bright, Alaska's flag to Alaskans dear, the simple flag of the last frontier.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, they have Fur Rondi, which is the winter carnival. It's not very well attended this year. There's hardly anybody there.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Anchorage, Alaska for the start of the 53rd annual Iditarod Sled Dog Race. I'm Greg Heister along with Bruce Lee, and here we go again. We hit the month of March, or we're on the edge. Is it March yet?
Yes, it's March.
It is,
and
okay.
I'm ready for this. Finally, like all the prep's done.
Yes.
We do the ceremonial, and then we're on the trail.
Yeah, and of course, a lot of changes to this Iditarod. The fear of no snow and rough trail really came to a head about 2 or 3 weeks ago. There is snow here on this
4th Avenue track, but there isn't a lot of snow around the city of Anchorage, and Mark Nordman and his crew have done a wonderful job in pulling this all together. Let's talk about Anchorage first. It's a shorter trail on the ceremonial start. Normally they go 12 or 13 miles. They're going to go about 1.5 miles today.
Yeah, they truncated it because there just isn't even enough snow in the city of Anchorage to run the longer trail. But the mushers are still psyched about it. Actually, one of the mushers said, you know, I've got my Iditarod going with me.
Yeah, that's like hardly any snow. Oh my
Celebrating
God.
these dogs with the public lining the streets out here. They said the only ones that are going to be disappointed are the dogs.
The dogs.
They're going to get all round up and go, what, we're done? Because they've
Back
been
in the
training
truck.
to do 50 to 100 mile runs.
Well, let's talk about the big change. A couple of weeks ago, Mark Nordman had to make a very, very difficult and in my mind, a courageous decision to move from the traditional southern route to Fairbanks, which brings
hauled it in
about
from up
750 miles of the Yukon River into play. Bruce, first, the decision to move. Tough trail beyond Roan through the Farewell Burn forced the decision, and here we go.
Yeah, we'll miss going over that challenging trail of the Happy River Steps, the Dazelle Gorge, going down out of Roan and the Buffalo Tunnels. But what
Correct.
we have in exchange is the longest
Yes, they
sled
truck it
dog
in from
race
areas
in
that
the
have
world's
snow.
history.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be about slightly over 1,100 miles. And it's not the same kind of challenge, but 600 or so miles of the Yukon River, that can be really challenging mentally and physically.
Yeah, and I talked to Connor McMahon, one of the rookies this year, and I told him, I'm like, look, you can get to that arch. You're going to be one of the few people ever in the history of the world to put 1,100 miles on a dog team in a race. That's pretty significant. That's kind of cool to say that you're one of those people.
Yeah, it is. And it will be mentally challenging because the Yukon River, for fans that aren't from Alaska, it's on a whole nother scale. It's over.
See, at the end of those buildings is the ocean.
It's just you're out there.
Anchorage is right on the ocean.
It's almost like you're in a little sunbath out there. You don't have the shade of the trees, so you really have to think about that and manage your dogs to not get too warm out there. Warm Alaska stuff.
Yes.
So I expect a lot of nighttime running and a lot of daytime resting, even more than we normally see.
And it was also the 100th year anniversary of that serum run back in 1925, where they were able to get the serum for a diphtheria epidemic in Nome via dog team. And that actually started in Nenana, which will be the second checkpoint on the trail. It'll start in Fairbanks, obviously, and then we'll go to Nenana. And so it's kind of weird how the stars all aligned. Some disappointment that we had to move the trail, but then the historical aspect that this will now be the longest race in the history of sled dog mushing. And then you incorporate also the 100-year anniversary of the serum run. And now all of a sudden there's all these storylines and hooks to this year's race that are quite
mountains and an ocean.
Yeah, and like you were saying with Mark making that decision, it isn't that the Iditarod hasn't moved there
Moose
to Fairbanks
and bears
to start before, but this was, I would
right
say,
in the
a
middle of
last
town
minute decision. So it's moving an army of dog drop, food drops for the dogs, hay, helpers, volunteers, veterinarians. It's always a traveling circus, as we say, but this is a really monumental effort to just move all the equipment and logistics of people 500 miles north of where we are right now.
And Bruce, from the mushers' perspective, now you've been training all season for a race that's supposed to go over the mountains.
They are.
I don't
The
know if
moose
you
are
put
the
different
scarier.
mileage on the teams. Maybe you're picking different dogs now. From the mushers' perspective, how does this?
You
change
finally
things?
live there and you're at home when you say,
Kind of
"Damn
plays into
moose."
some kennels' hands because they might have a faster dog team. So on this flatter trail, they can use that speed more. I talked to Jason Mackey just moments ago, and he was saying he doesn't know what it's going to do to his team overall. He goes, they're super strong and super muscled because he's trained in the hills almost all winter, and now they're going to be on the flats. And that's a little different muscles. On a human scale, you can be really in shape for riding a bike, and then you go skiing and you're in shape but you're still sore because you're using muscles a little differently. So some it's going to be an advantage for taking this new trail, and others they're kind of in the, like Jason said, wait and see. Maybe they'll go, this is easy, but it's hard to tell until you get out there.
And that is the mystery. Like, I don't know how many times I've been in town since Sunday. People have said, well, are you expecting a faster race? Are you expecting a shorter race? It's really hard to tell. The race is now starting a day later out of Fairbanks at 11 a.m. on Monday rather than Willow at 2 o'clock on Sunday. So that's going to add time. It is 100 miles or so, give or take, longer. So common sense tells us normally a Tuesday finish, maybe a Wednesday finish, but if it is rock hard and ice the entire way to Nome, maybe that offsets the time change and the extra miles because of speed.
And the other side of it is, as you know, if there is wind, I mean, it's too far out to know right now, but if there was wind on the Yukon River, they're going to be going right into it on that, especially on that loop coming back up.
Except for they're ornerier than horses.
Wind, and it could be a fight and a struggle to just keep a trail in. So there is the potential, even before we get to the Bering Sea coast, of Alaska weather really playing into this and slowing the race down.
Yeah, and we haven't talked about that. So obviously the race starts in Fairbanks. We go to Manly and
right,
then
and their
Tanana,
eyes don't
and then
glow.
Ruby. And then when the teams get to Caltech,
Here
there
comes
is
the
that
dogs.
loop
Here
that
comes the
will
team.
go back to Eagle Island. Help me out with it. Eagle Island, then Grayling, Anvik, up to Shagaluk, and then back to
Bib
Caltech
number 2.
before they head
Yes.
to the portage.
It'll be a portage trail that takes them back to Grayling, then back to Eagle Island,
Yes.
and then about a 70-mile run then from Eagle Island all the way back to Caltech before they head out to the coast.
And so normally on that southern route, right, you've got the long run, and you're going to be throwing to Dave Stroh here in a moment, but you've got the long run to Nikolai. And I think they're welcoming Emily Robinson to the line right now. Let's talk quickly about her. We can fill everybody in on the trail later, but 4-time junior Iditarod champ now.
4-time Iditarod champ, has run in some bigger races with the top mushers and done really well. And actually, after she does this, leads all the mushers out of here on the ceremonial, she is going to take her dog team and with her dad run all the way to Nome to learn the trail.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you'll next see Bruce and I live from Fairbanks tomorrow. Let's send it to our public address announcer, Mr. Dave Stroh. He's got the coverage for the next 33 teams. Enjoy the afternoon. We will see you live tomorrow morning from Fairbanks.
Let's get out of here. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. They're like popcorn.
That was a preview to what's coming. Emily will be up on the next sled. Is that Emily in there? No. Okay, great.
Who was our...
You know, with all these people with marmots on their head, it's hard to tell who Tim Osmar is.
Tim, is Tim going... Is he running the number 1? The ceremonial memorial?
2 minutes.
Tim Osmar was my neighbor, is my neighbor down in Ninilchik.
All right. We've conferred with the race marshal. Tim Osmar will be leading this crew out with Emily Walters as his Iditarod. Tim is the 1984 Iditarod champion. And Mark Norman is the race director, not race marshal. I probably won't be here next year. It was fun while it lasted, 31 years of volunteering. But hey, I'm working for free, so what do you expect?
I'm so glad Tim's running as one. I didn't know that he was doing it. Oh, that is so cool.
1 minute.
I wonder if the Yukon Quest needs an announcer.
Huh. I'm gonna have to send him some love. That is a neat surprise. I didn't even look last night.
Thirty seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
1984 champion Tim Osmar leading the way at Iditarod.
All that ice is probably hard to run on. Oh my gosh.
Dean Osmar, thank you very much. Nice to be humiliated in front of 10,000 people.
Dean.
It's what you live for when you grab these microphones.
Yeah, they're having a hard time getting on that Zamboni ice there. They need cleats on their paws. Come on, puppies.
It's been confirmed. Joining us in this sled is junior Iditarod champion Emily Robinson of Nenana. Also today at Iditarod 53, we remember and celebrate the life and legacy of Iditarod's long-term head veterinarian, Dr. Stuart Nelson, who passed away in September of 2024. Dr. Nelson was with the Iditarod for 38 years and will be remembered as well-spoken, a true outdoorsman, a leader in making sure Iditarod always got the right outcome for each and every sled dog. From a quote from Dr. Nelson's bio on the Faces of the Iditarod page, when asked, "What do you know for sure, Dr. Nelson?" he replied,
Okay, you're going to keep us in the dark? Got to have a commercial.
So I'm Sarah. I am from North Carolina. This is my 5th Iditarod, and I'm volunteering with the Iditarod as the Musher lot coordinator. I enjoy so many things about volunteering. First, I want to serve the Lord by serving others. And so I really do appreciate and love the opportunity to serve people. Secondly, Alaska is an incredible state. I love the adventure. I love the tenacity. I love the perseverance of the people here. Also, it's a beautiful state. So who wouldn't want to be in Alaska? I absolutely love being here, and I love being able to be upfront and close with the Musher teams by being in the Musher lot. So I truly think Iditarod has some of the most diligent volunteers. They are super hardworking. And through that, we've all bonded. I think when you're freezing cold for 12 hours together, you form some really cool connections. And I've met people from out in the villages. I also work a lot with our mission organization volunteers, and I've formed lifelong friendships with them. There's people that I'll only see once a year in Alaska, but I think those friendships would last forever.
remember the spirit of Dr. Stuart Nelson, the Iditarod's veteran, here, veterinarian at Iditarod 53.
So those
ladies and gentlemen, this is it.
Ceremonial finish.
We start with our next Iditarod musher from Fairbanks. Please welcome Jason Mackey. Mr. Mackey was born and raised in Alaska. He's been running and racing dogs for 48 years in the great state. At the age of 6, he watched his dad win the Iditarod. That engraved to him what he knew what he wanted to do someday. And although a win has not happened yet, crossing under the Arch and Gnome has always been special and near and dear to him. He's always said he's going to win. He's always said he's going to win the Iditarod one year. And maybe he will and maybe he won't. But one thing's for certain, as long as his health remains good, he will be a part of the great event on earth, this event. And it will not stop him from trying. This is his 10th Iditarod, and hopefully it'll be his most memorable one yet.
There you go. Peter's calling it. Jason Mackey is going to be the winner.
This is the man who won the Musher's Choice Award in 2015, the most inspirational in 2023, and the Red Lantern Award in 2023.
That means came in
Joining
last.
Mr. Mackey in his sled is Iditarider Russell Crodu of Naples, Florida.
Woohoo, bet you he's cold. It's kind of like a fundraiser. You bid for
1 minute.
To sit in the sled for the ceremonial start. What beautiful dogs.
This year's race field includes 22 men and 11 women, consisting of 16 rookies and 17 veterans. The field comes from 4 different countries, 19 Alaskans, 3 mushers from Michigan, 1 from Alabama, Idaho, Montana, New Hampshire, and Wisconsin. 2 Canadians, 1 Dane, and 1 Norwegian at the last great race on
30
earth.
seconds.
We gotta go right now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
This could be his year. That is Musher Jason Mackey from Fairbanks on his way to Nome. This morning, we salute and thank principal partner Donlin Gold, now in its 16th year of sponsoring the last great race on earth. Donlin Gold is steadfast in its commitment to create a safe and environmentally responsible mining project that provides opportunities for families in the Yukon-Kuskokwim region to live in healthy and prosperous communities. Donlin Gold is with us at Iditarod 53. Now joining us at the starting line this morning, the rookie from Farmington Hills, Missouri. Please welcome Musher Samantha Lalonde to the last great race on earth. And joining Samantha in the Iditarider is Carol Gate from Liberty, North Carolina.
2 minutes.
Samantha hails from the great state of Michigan, Farmington Hills, specifically where there ain't no farms and ain't no hills neither, she says. She graduated from Northern Michigan University with a degree in outdoor recreation leadership and management. It is her lifelong love for dogs that led her to the racing world. And here she is, a rookie Iditarod. A big thank you to all of her sponsors, she says. Samantha Lalonde.
One minute.
Incidentally, the Iditarod restart is set for Monday, March 3rd at 11 a.m. in front of Pike's Waterfront Lodge on the Chena River in Fairbanks.
Oh, very nice. There we go. Yeah, they gotta haul all their dogs all the way up there, and they just hauled them all there. I think that they should have just did the ceremonial start in Fairbanks.
30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Yeah, that makes sense,
5,
doesn't it, Kathy?
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
In starting position number 3, rookie musher Samantha Lalonde on her way to Nome for the very first time. And the Iditarod Trail Committee announced this week that the 11-mile ceremonial start route from the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race will be shortened due to a lack of snow here in this city. On this spot on 4th Avenue, the teams are going to travel south on Cordova Street and continue down Cordova Hill, turning left on 16th Avenue and ending at the Sullivan Arena. And while we are disappointed about the route change due to the lack of snow, we are incredibly excited to see race fans lining the streets of downtown Anchorage cheering on these incredible teams at Iditarod 53. Now we move up to starting position number 4 from Two Rivers, Alaska. Please welcome our good friend, Musher Matt Hall.
2 minutes.
So you can tell she's a chick musher. All the
Joining
dogs,
Matt in the Iditarod program is Julie Roberts-Locke from Piedmont,
They're all blue,
or
and they all
Piedmont Rod, Oklahoma. Welcome, Julie, to Alaska. And Mr. Hall was born and raised in Eagle on the Yukon River, where he worked his trap lines with his sled dogs and guided week-long expeditions for his parents' company, Bush Alaska Expeditions. He started mushing when he was just 2 years old, and that began his dream of racing. He moved to Two Rivers here in the state to pursue competitive racing and completed his first long-distance race, the Yukon Quest, at the age of 22. His off-grid kennel, Silver Ace Kennel, sits on 40 acres of land next to the Chena River that he shares with his wife. He's got an impressive history. At age 26, Matt was the Yukon Quest champion of 2017, and in 2024, finished in second place in the Iditarod. He continues today his racing
1
career
minute.
and will compete in his 7th Iditarod, this one, in 2025.
Thirty seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
From Two Rivers, Alaska, musher Matt Hall with Julie Roberts-Locke from Piedmont Rod, Oklahoma, on their way to Nome at Iditarod 53. It is ceremonial start day here. Mushers are ready, as you can see. Their teams are finely tuned for the run to Nome. Mushers could bring up to 20 dogs for physicals. And then on race day, the mushers will decide which 16 team members will be harnessed up and turned loose for the trek to Nome. And on that trek to Nome, in starting position number 5 from Alton, Norway, please welcome the rookie,
Here's our Norwegian.
Ebba Peterson, to Iditarod 53. And joining Ebba in the Iditarod is Shelley Clark from Mercer Island, Washington, just outside Seattle. Ebba's been involved in the Iditarod as a volunteer worker in Takakna in 2004. He's been helping mushing friends get ready for the Iditarod for many years, training, fixing broken items, being part of a team. And ever since 2004, when he saw this race, he always wanted to do it himself. He has the opportunity today at Iditarod 53. Hey, while you're here on the streets of 4th Avenue, you can join the Blood Bank of Alaska for the 3rd annual Iditarod Blood Drive here today at the ceremonial start. Each blood donor receives a limited edition commemorative shirt for their donation. You can help save the lives of fellow Alaskans and donate blood today.
1 minute.
See, the guys don't match.
We should tell you that during this year's race, well over 10,000 veterinarian examinations will take place to ensure that each and every dog is healthy and receiving the utmost care it needs. Right. The Iditarod strives to set the standard for generous animal athlete care for not only during the race, but also prior to the race, and an extensive program of intensive pre-race veterinarian screenings.
What number is she? Did you see? Come on, internet. Quit buffering.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go!
He is the rookie looking for a win from Alta, Norway, Ebba Peterson, and his Iditarod Shelley Clark from Mercer Island, Washington.
I think
the 2025 Iditarod Winter Raffle is now on with $200,000 in cash prizes. 55 winners will be named, and 5,500 tickets will be sold. The drawing will be held April 13th. Go to Iditarod.com for more information.
Second sled.
We are in starting position number 6. Hailing from Seward, please welcome Musher Travis Beals. Joining Mr. Beals in his Iditarod is Lisa Nakfor from Naples, Florida.
Another Naples, Florida.
Two minutes.
Mr. Beals grew up in Seward. He was 14 when his mom said that he could have a dog team if he could pay for them. He got his first job working at a summer dog sled tour operation, and that's when he got his first dogs. He's been training and racing his own dogs ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man who has received a sportsmanship award every year for 4 years from various races, including the 2022 Iditarod. We know that they've been truly meaningful awards for Travis, and he is proud to be recognized by his peers in this capacity. He's fired up for a great run in Iditarod 2025 and couldn't be more grateful to his dogs and to his family.
Come on, Grizzly.
1 minute.
May I help you? You want to watch the dogs with me? You can watch the pups with me?
Today at Iditarod 53, we welcome we remember and celebrate the life and legacy of Musher Rick Mackey, the winner of the 1983 Iditarod, who passed away in May of 2024. Mr. Mackey participated in 22 Iditarods between 1975 and 2004, notching 13 top 10 finishes, coming in second in 1994.
30 seconds.
The spirit of Iditarod champion Rick Mackey is felt here today at the last great race on earth.
Yep, Rick was great. Yeah, I know you hear the barking. I know
10,
those.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
He is Seward's very own. He is Travis Beals in starting position number 6 with his Iditarod Lisa Nakfor from Naples, Florida.
That's just she doesn't really own that coat or that hat. It's borrowed.
We want to welcome you to Iditarod 53, the sled dog race covering over 1,000 miles from Anchorage, then to Fairbanks, then on to Nome, of the roughest, most spectacular terrain Mother Nature has ever created. The Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race was started to save the sled dog and protects their legacy and safeguards their future. We're already at starting position number 7 from Big Lake. Please welcome Nick Petit to the last great race on earth.
Petit. How about Pettit?
Two minutes.
This man's story is international. Nick was born in France. He was raised in New Mexico and he moved to Alaska. He began racing in 2011. He says that my dogs and I enjoy showing off their amazing abilities while enjoying the wonders of the Iditarod Trail.
That's Nick Pettit, not Nick Petit.
This is the man who in 2023 had the fastest time, safety to Nome. In 2024, he had the fastest time, safety to Nome. And in 2024, last year, he was the first musher to the Yukon.
I don't think they understand the word heel. Well,
1,000 pounds worth of dog food, human food, and other supplies that they'll need for this year's race shipped out, which is
Lord
then
Bynum, I think
split up
that's
among 19 different checkpoints and sent out before the last great race starts. A big thank you to all of our hardworking volunteers on the ground and even in the air who made the 2025 food drop possible.
30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Always a fan favorite here at Iditarod. Nick Petit from Big Lake on his way to Nome. Okay. You can experience Iditarod 53 as an insider. Go to Iditarod.com for daily video clips from the trail, interactive tracking, race standard, musher bios, and so much more. It's all at Iditarod.com. Now, in starting position number 8, please welcome the rookie, Sidney Bale from Wasilla to Iditarod.
another rookie. Again, what'd they say, 16 rookies? That's a lot of rookies.
And joining Sidney in the Iditarod, or Iditarider, is Deanna Sigler from Rolette, Texas this morning.
You guys are...
When you read Sydney's bio, it reads like a true Mushers story. In 2021, Sydney and her husband, Nick, moved to Alaska to follow their dream of living a life of adventure.
It's very expensive.
While working as a physical therapist here in the state, Sydney met Cindy Abbott, whose captivating mushing stories ignited a spark in her, intriguing her with the idea of running a dog team across the Alaskan wilderness. That dream has come true today.
Do you remember the when Flat Stanley was really popular?
With a newfound passion and determination, Sydney continues to race and train at Vern Halter's Dream Sled Dog Farm. And her journey from a physical therapist to an Iditarod contender is a testament to her adventurous spirit and Sydney's unwavering dedication.
1 minute.
And then the kids could follow along the race.
The Iditarod thanks Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union for their sponsorship of the last great race on earth. Their support helps keep this legendary race running strong, and we couldn't be more grateful to have them by our side.
Ooh, that's the second person. He already started.
30 seconds.
Yep. Arr.
10, 9,
So
8,
Jesse
7,
was
6, 5, 4, 3,
no, that wasn't
2,
Jesse.
1, go!
That is the rookie from Wasilla. That is Sydney Bale. On her way to Nome with Dina Ziegler from Rolette, Texas.
Holmes
Let's talk
was
about
50.
another woman. Today at Iditarod 53, we remember and celebrate the life and legacy of a true Alaskan legend, loving wife and mother. There is no doubt that in the time she walked and traversed planet Earth, that she created an indelible imprint on those whose lives she touched. Her legacy is more than 4 Iditarod championships and her top 10 finishes in 16 races. This morning, and as always, we honor the memory of Susan Butcher at the last great race on Earth. 9. We're in starting position at number 9. She is the rookie from Fairbanks, who will be heading back home on Monday. Please welcome Brenda Mackey.
I wonder if she's related.
And joining Brenda in the Iditarider is Karen Boyko from Apple Valley, California. Let us tell you about Brenda Mackey.
2 minutes.
She is a third-generation musher born into the Mackey family the year her grandfather Dick won the Iditarod by 1 second. She has been running and racing sled dogs since she could walk. Her parents, Rick and Patty Mackey, lived in the bush and off the grid for much of her childhood.
Those
and
eyes.
for growing up, her dad raced competitively in a 1,000-mile event every year, be it the Iditarod or the Yukon Quest.
You see those eyes? How bright blue? Oh my goodness.
Brenda Mackey works as partners to raise, train, and race her dogs out of their kennel, Mackey's Alaskan Distance Dogs in 2 Rivers.
1 minute.
Right? They are gorgeous. Translucent.
Not yet. Well, I mean, you can still wait and stuff, but I'll let you know when you're actually on.
Devilish almost.
The Iditarod is proud to welcome back Linden Inc. as a lead dog partner for the 2025 race and appreciates the level of support Linden brings on the ground and in the air. The Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race shares Linden's values of grit, determination, and the
30
commitment
seconds.
to keep freight moving throughout Alaska. We thank Linden for their partnership in the last great race on Earth.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
She won't be a rookie for much longer. This is Brenda Mackey from Fairbanks on her way to Nome on the last great race on Earth. We wish her well.
It's been a team effort. That's
and to
for sure.
continue her family's incredible legacy.
The booties match. It's a girl.
Coming to the starting line in starting position at number 10, the rookie from Fairbanks, Musher Jenny Rodewig. And joining Jenny in the Iditarider is Stella Watkins from Hiram,
Again,
Utah.
It's been a total team effort. I know, right, Robert?
This is the musher who is a second-generation musher who was riding in a sled dog before she could walk. She started out running her father's dogs before beginning a successful breeding and training program of her own, Sage Mountain Sled Dog. She has logged many thousands of miles on a dog sled and is most proud of receiving 8 humanitarian awards over the years. As a junior, she placed top 5 with her own team in the Junior Iditarod from 2011 to 2013, receiving those 2 humanitarian awards and 2 blue harnesses. She was 5th place in the 2015 John Bear Grease Marathon and has run numerous 100-mile races, including Race to the Sky, Eagle Cap, and Bear Grease 120.
This is what their jobs are. They get up in the morning howling to go for a run.
Jenny and her husband enjoy camping and traveling with their dogs and have spent many nights in the winter backcountry.
As I said,
She is
they get better
excited
health
to
care
run
than most
her
people.
first
Are you kidding
Iditarod
me?
starting here today and travel across Alaska with her canine family.
One minute.
This morning, we salute the Iditarod trail breakers who have been hard at work out there in extreme wilderness of this state, ensuring that the trails is cleared and marked for the teams when they depart out of Fairbanks on Monday on their journey to Nome. We thank the Iditarod trail breakers for their
Absolutely,
continuous
Lord Bynum.
hard work.
This is their
30
this is what
seconds.
they live for. And it's not like the mushers are staying in hotels. They stay right in the straw bales, right with the dogs, every night.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Of course, there are no
3,
hotels.
2, 1, go!
She is the rookie from Fairbanks. She is Musher Jenny Roderick
Did the booties match?
with Iditarod Stella Watkins from
Thank you
Hiram,
very much.
Utah. And this is the team raring to go in starting position. Number 11. This musher hails from Eagle River just up the road. Please welcome to Iditarod 53, musher Mike Parker. And joining Mr. Parker in the Iditarod is Andrea Kingsford.
Two minutes.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Mike Parker is a musher for Jim Lanier's
He had
Northern
a-
Lights Kennel. He was born in Alaska but moved away as a small
Labradoodle
child. He
that was
always
like that.
dreamed of coming back and connecting to the land that he is from by doing the most Alaskan thing he could think of, which turned out to be run the Iditarod. After returning to Alaska following college, Mike has trained dogs all over the state, including the YK Delta, Fairbanks, and now in Chugiak. Mike shares his passion for sled dogs and Alaska with his wife Julianne and his kids Minka, Ty, Zoe, and Merrick, all proud of their dad for being a proud participant of Iditarod.
They were saying they have up to 20 dogs on the team, so that way if one drops or if they need to replace, ooh, look, all white.
1 minute.
A big shout out this morning to Delta Leasing LLC. You know why? Because they're Alaskans and fans of the last great race on earth, providing vehicles for not only the Iditarod insiders, but for our veterinarians,
Is
race
this whole
personnel,
team
and
white?
volunteers. A great big Iditarod thank you goes out to Delta Leasing in Prudhoe Bay and here in Anchorage.
Thirty seconds.
Well, I got something right.
No, they don't rotate them just if one drops. They have to keep the same team for the whole route. In fact, if you drop too many of them, you get disqualified.
10, 9,
So
8,
I'm wrong on that.
7,
They don't
6,
They don't
5,
replace
4, 3, 2.
They just bring that
1.
many for the
Go!
All of Eagle River is watching Mike Parker on his
What
journey
a
to
beautiful
Nome.
white team.
Just want to let everybody know that this is a winter scene that we recreated last night. They did a pretty good job. It looks like winter. We're in starting position in number 12. From Connect, please welcome longtime Iditarod participant, musher Anna Barrington.
I think it's colder here in Michigan than it is up there right now.
Anna is building quite a legacy for herself. She grew up with her twin sister, Christy, in Wisconsin. After graduating from high school, they served in the Wisconsin Air National Guard. They moved to Alaska in 2008.
2 minutes.
And later established their kennel, scene double sled dog racing. Anna is a 12-time Iditarod veteran. The team will be trained by both twins, Anna and Christy. Anna is lucky enough to take the team while Christy does the Yukon Quest and other races. She says it's going to be hard without her sister this year, but she will press on. Joining Anna in the Iditarod is Leslie Agposo from Anchorage. And thanks to global warming, Anchorage is kind of pleasant this time of year, as you can tell. 35 degrees under sunny skies. The Waikiki of Alaska.
The Waikiki. That's what it feels like this year.
One minute.
You can get closer to your favorite mushers while helping to support the last great race on Earth. Be an ultimate Iditarod insider and follow the race from start to finish. Subscribe today at Iditarod.com.
She has a lay.
30 seconds.
Hold that up for
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
She is one of our favorite mushers, has been for many years. That's Anna Barrington from Kinnick on her way to Nome.
I think she's going to be my favorite.
You know, the Iditarod isn't just limited to race time. We celebrate this long-time tradition year-round. Be sure to take the time to visit the Iditarod headquarters this spring and summer to experience a part of Alaskan history. The Iditarod headquarters is open year-round, 9 to 5, and located at 2100 South Kinnick, Goose Bay Road in Wasilla.
I could do the Iditarod.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you.
I don't think they don't allow.
We're in starting position number 13. This is the rookie who hails from Midland, Michigan. Please welcome to Alaska, Musher Kenton Lobrick.
From where? From Midland.
2 minutes.
That's where I'm from.
Joining Kenton in the Iditarod is Sarah George from Bainbridge Island, Washington.
Do I got to vote?
Beautiful part of the Pacific Northwest.
I like the Barrington lady.
After the Marines, Kenton went to school in Colorado for astrophysics. After a break, he went to school in Michigan. Then during a summer trip to Alaska, wouldn't you know it, he fell in love with the state. 1 week later, he met his wife, and shortly afterwards, he was introduced to mushing and has been consumed with it ever since.
I don't know.
This has always been the goal of Kenton's since he began this journey 4 summers ago in Alaska, to be a part of the last great race on Earth.
Bulldog.
And this is where Kenton's
are good
bio will begin here on the ceremonial start of 4th Avenue.
1 minute.
Okay. He'll get my second vote.
Kenton is on his way to Nome, and the Iditarod greatly appreciates the city of Nome and its community. Thank you for letting us
30 seconds.
Thank you for letting us be your guest for more than 50 years. We can't wait to see you all at the finish line under the famed Burl Arch.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
This is the Musher fulfilling a long-time dream. Kenton Lobrick is on his way to Nome. The Iditarod is proud to welcome back Linden Inc. as a lead dog partner for the 2025 race and appreciates the level of support Linden brings on the ground and in the air. The Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race shares Linden's values of grit, determination, and commitment to keep freight moving throughout the state. We thank Linden for their partnership in the last great race on earth. Now we move up to number position 14 at Iditarod.
Speaking of dogs.
She is the Musher from 10 Mile, Yukon Territory, Canada.
Right
Please welcome to Iditarod 53, Michelle Phillips.
Good luck, Ethan.
Michelle is a born and raised Yukoner. She became interested in mushing when she met her partner, Ed. The combination of working with elite athletes while traveling through the North appealed to her. And when her son turned 4, she decided to run the Yukon Quest and quickly became hooked on long-distance racing. She has been a part of the Iditarod since 2010.
One minute.
When you look at what's happening here today, rookies, veterans, women, men, different countries, different states, hundreds of dogs and tons of grit and determination converging on historic 4th Avenue to make up Iditarod 53, the last great race on earth.
30 seconds.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Had to grab a cookie while I was in there, you guys. Might as well. If I'm going to be bad. We're going to have all this exercise of
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
running dogs and mushing.
5,
We might as well
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Chocolate chip.
She's been a part of Iditarod for many years. That's Musher Michelle Phillips on her way to Nome in the last great race on earth.
Hey, here comes
We're
your
moving
guys'
fast and
favorite.
furious this morning. We're in starting position number 15. From Brushkana, Alaska, please welcome our good friend Musher Jesse Holmes to Iditarod.
Here's your favorite.
Joining Jesse in the Iditarod is Michael Gale from Mapleton, Utah. Jesse was born and raised in Alabama, but wouldn't you know it, he left there at the age of 18 to go see Alaska. He ended up in Montana where he worked as a carpenter, then came back to the state in 2004 looking for adventure, and he found it running dogs on a remote trap line on the Yukon River.
2 minutes.
Jesse's love for the wilderness and dogs eventually led to his competing in many races, both sprint and distance. This is the man who won the Kobuk 440 in 2017 and placed 7th in the 2018 Iditarod, taking home the honor of being Rookie of the Year in that Iditarod. Currently, as a resident of Nenana, Jesse currently works as a carpenter and a TV personality, appearing in Life Below Zero, a documentary television show about the daily lives of people living in remote Alaska.
Oh, look at those booties. They all match. There's one guy with style. Hot pink, too.
1 minute.
I know, right? You're not going to lose their feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are looking at the class
Right?
of 2025. We wish each musher and their dog teams the best of luck, health, and safety on your journey up and on the Iditarod Trail.
That's hilarious.
"30 seconds.
For the real start, yep. Usually it's tomorrow. Usually it's on Sunday. But they got to drive to Fairbanks.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on, Daddy.
Go!
That is a burst of dog energy right there. That is Jesse Holmes from Brushkana, Alaska, on his way to Nome in the last great race on Earth.
They look so freaking
And if you need to get going, the Iditarod restart is set for this Monday at 11 a.m. in front of Pike's Waterfront Lodge on the Chena River in Fairbanks.
12-1-2-3, 3 o'clock Monday.
I think you'll know this name. In starting position, number 16. Please welcome from Kinnick, Ryan Reddington. Joining Mr. Reddington in the Iditarod is Bill Victor Aryakan from Alameda, California.
Wow.
Ryan Reddington, as you know, was born into a mushing family. He proudly carries on the family legacy of running dogs, racing,
2 minutes,
raising awareness for the sport of dog sledding, and advocating for Alaska Native values. His grandfather, Joe Reddington Sr., is known as the father of the Iditarod for co-founding the 1,000-mile race in 1973 and helping to establish the route as a national historic trail. A dedicated heir of the sport, Ryan has been mushing ever since he could hold onto the sled and has excelled at sprint and marathon sled dog races across the Midwest and Alaska. Ryan is the 2023 Iditarod champion. He is also the 2019-2021 champion of the Kobuk 440 in Kotzebue.
So we've got a winner right here. Okay. It's near San Jose. That's the Iditarod. Now this one is from Kinnick. The Iditarod is from Alameda.
1 minute.
Like popcorn. Pop, pop, pop.
We welcome our longest standing principal partner to the last great race on Earth. GCI has provided a very important role in this race, even before their sponsorship began in 1994. GCI provides the vital telecom infrastructure that allows us to share with you, the fans, all of the amazing highlights of the last great race on Earth. Our biggest of thank yous go out to GCI.
30 seconds.
Yep, the Iditarod paid, or was asked to. It's an honorable position to do the ceremonial start as the Iditarod. They're not in for the race. It's just for the start.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
He is carrying on an incredible family legacy. That is Ryan Reddington of Kinnick at Iditarod. Hey, be sure to check out the Iditarod store for all the latest 2025 gear, perfect for gearing up for race season, from stylish apparel to iconic souvenirs. There's something for everyone. Featured items include the 2025 race guide, jackets, hoodies, shirts, pins, magnets, and exclusive Iditarod collectibles. Shop today at Iditarod.com.
Any assistance in the race itself. So,
we're in starting position at number 17
no walkie-talkies,
at Iditarod 53 from Big Lake, Alaska.
No assistance.
Musher Riley Dyke.
Nothing.
And joining Riley in the Iditarod a neighbor from
You are
Palmer,
just you and your
Tyler
dogs.
Kelly.
You, your dogs, and the trail. If you get caught with the radio or a phone or anything,
Riley and his
you're disqualified.
fiance Isabel, they live in Big Lake, but they're 38 dog kennel. He has a great veteran team, and after a year off from the race, he looks forward to running a competitive team this season.
Correct. You have to feed your own dogs. Yes, they can make you, and in fact, the first person to...
And a big thank you to Harvest Midstream Company for their incredible sponsorship of the Iditarod. Their support helps keep the last great race on Earth alive, showcasing the resilience and 1 minute that we all share.
Do you remember Lord Bynum? It's tradition. But with the new route this year, they may not be doing that. Rainy Pass, thank you very much. Maybe.
30 seconds.
The little tidbit of information is just kind of going right out of my brain.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
And hoping to make this his year, Musher Riley Dyke from Big Lake and his Iditarod Tyler Kelly from Palmer now on their way to Nome. You know, there's something magical about the Iditarod ceremonial start and restart, and of course the finish in Nome. The people, the dogs, the atmosphere, and the race chutes lined with logo-filled banners.
I know.
With our dedicated partners and the iconic start and finish banners that rise above us. Who do we thank for those? Our longtime Iditarod partner, Broadway Signs. We send out an Iditarod thank you to their staff for their dedication to the last great race on Earth and for making the race atmosphere what it is and what it has become. Now, joining us in starting position, number 18, all the way from Denmark. This is Musher Millie Porsold.
Ooh, he's our Denmark guy.
Millie started mushing in 1992. She ran a team of Polar Husky sled dogs on a 3-month-long sled dog expedition in Canada. She was hooked. Ever since, Millie has lived with her sled dogs to experience the people and the places in the magical North while finding ways to share adventures with people around the world. Get this, she has spent and slept more than 1,000 nights in a tent on the dog sled expeditions and feels very at home anywhere in the circumpolar Arctic. Millie has executed 15 long-haul expeditions with her Polar Husky freight dogs. Those expeditions last anywhere from 2 to 6 months and was as long as 3,000 miles in Greenland, Russia, Sweden, Norway, Finland, here in Alaska, and crisscrossing Canada.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
When you look at her story, Millie was born and grew up in Denmark until she came to America and did that first sled dog expedition at the age of 18. She was our 2020
1 minute
Iditarod Rookie of the Year.
Oh, cool.
And in 2021 was the proud recipient of the Leonard Sepla Humanitarian Award for her care of the dogs during the race. Joining Millie in the Iditarod is Susie Atherton from Sarasota, Florida.
"30 seconds.
That looks more like a lab, doesn't it? It's not, but it looks more like a lab.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Millie Parcelled at Iditarod 53. And we want to talk about another woman of the Iditarod. In 1985, she was the first woman to win the Iditarod. It's been written as she beat the odds, she confronted deadly weather and showed a true musher's heart and spirit. Today at Iditarod 53, we celebrate the legacy and the legendary Libby Riddles.
I can't believe last night I was talking about it and like.
Moving up in starting position, number 19 from Eagle, Wisconsin, the rookie musher, Daniel Klein. Mr. Klein, as an outdoor person of curiosity, has always been captured by the allure of the last great race on earth. Childhood sports and marathons and triathlon racing combined with competitive family influences have now set the stage for the privilege
trained with
of
Joe.
Mr. Klein entering the Iditarod. Daniel believes that these sled dogs are the true athletes with boundless drive and skill, and has been one of the great unexpected joys in being a musher.
So when Libby won, I know this sounds really horrible. We were just so bummed that it wasn't Susan, because we wanted Susan to be the first woman to win. But I mean, we were proud of her, of course. But we really wanted Susan Butcher to be the first woman.
Along the way, Mr. Klein's going to encounter a lot of people on his way to Nome. Iditarod 53 is a race organized and run primarily by volunteers. In fact, thousands of volunteers, men and women, young people, students, and village residents, who man headquarters all over the state. We salute everyone who has helped make today's event the last great race on earth, the volunteers of this event. Joining Daniel in the Iditarod is Krim Phillips from Anchorage.
30 seconds.
Okay, be right back again, guys. Got a tinkle. Got the old lady bladder going on. Yeah, I see you, bud. I see you. I see you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
There goes rookie musher Daniel Klein from Eagle, Wisconsin, with Krim Phillips from Anchorage as his Iditarod on the way to Nome. Here comes the crew. In starting position at number 20, from Willow, please welcome musher Gabby Dunham. And joining Gabby in the Iditarod is Maggie Hamilton from Bedford, Indiana. Gabby started running sled dogs when she was about 16 years old. She ran her first race when she was 18. In 2018, Gabby moved to Montana while running her own sled dog tour business, Evermore Adventures. That just drove Gabby's passion for mushing even stronger. In 2019, she was the first woman to finish the Rocky Mountain Triple Crown, where she took second place. In 2020, she set a course record in the Eagle Cap Extreme 200. And today she has a kennel of strong, talented Alaskan Huskies that love to go on adventures. The Evermore Adventure Kennel is looking forward to running down the Iditarod Trail. Gabby would like to take this moment to thank everyone who has supported her along the way over the years. There are so many wonderful individuals and corporate sponsors that have helped her get to the starting line. The Evermore dogs and Gabby are eternally grateful for their support.
1 minute.
I'm back. I'm back. That's funny, Robert. Look, they've got Lays.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
She is the musher that brings a level of sparkle and flair to Iditarod. Gabby Dunham from Willow, with Maggie Hamilton and the Iditarod, are on their way to Nome. Where are we at here?
Nice.
And just like that, we move up to Musher, number 21 in the starting position. From Royal Oak, Michigan, the rookie, Musher Dane Baker.
Wow. This is down near Ganja.
And joining Dane and the Iditariders, Shanna Hoskins from Hobson, Montana.
In Farmington Hills, too, is down near Ganja.
Dane started mushing right after high school as a gap year before going to college. He never ended up going to college, but he sure fell in love with dog mushing. After a couple seasons of mushing in the Upper Peninsula, he found himself in Alaska and has
2 minutes.
been there pretty much ever since. For the last number of years, he's worked for Matthew and Liz Fahler at Alaska Husky Adventures. Dane has had the amazing opportunity to train and learn from Matthew on everything dog mushing. He will be running a puppy team out of the kennel.
Oh.
Dane would like to thank Liz and Matthew for trusting him with their dogs and allowing him to compete in this year's Iditarod.
That's right. Where there aren't hills or farms. Farmington Hills is a city.
I'm sure that Dane will be watching the skies on his way to Nome. Iditarod 53 will run through some of the most remote parts of Alaska that are only accessible by airplane. This morning, we thank our lead dog sponsor, Alaska Air Transit, whose support for the last great race makes everyone's job so much easier. We are grateful for their partnership and helping to move the last great race along the trail.
1 minute.
So hopefully the lead dog at least is more veteran than the puppies. Some of the dogs, you can see the WTF look. It's like, what are all these people doing here? We're not used to doing people. We're not used to people in
30 seconds.
Yeah. Yep, they are 2 to 3. It is considered puppies. Look how big that one dog is compared to the other one. Holy crap.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
That's Dane Baker and his puppy team on their way to Nome at Iditarod 53.
That's a big size difference in the two lead dogs.
Our good friends at Alaska's News Source, they're Iditarod's official media partner, and will cover the last great race on Earth from start to finish. For full coverage, watch KTUU Channel 2 and KYES Channel 5.
Right up around the corner from that building that just was shown on there is my one and only ticket.
In starting position number 22, from Nenana, please welcome Musher Bailey Vitello to Iditarod 53.
For parking in a handicap spot. And I'm a paraplegic. Go figure.
When you talk to Bailey, you'll find out that his journey began with a passion for sled dogs and the birth of the mullet. After completing his Iditarod qualifiers in 2022, he packed up his kennel and headed to Alaska, planning to say, well, like we all did, just for a year, to run the 2023 Iditarod.
Get out of here.
He fell in love with the small town of Nenana, the endless trails, and the incredible mushing community. And what started as a temporary adventure quickly became a 2-year journey. And now he proudly calls Alaska his home.
It was a waste of my day, though.
Bailey says he's going to throw everything he has at this season. He wants to continue to chase the dream of reaching the winner's circle. And with the support of family, friends, and mentors behind him and a fantastic team of dogs and a bright future ahead of him,
needed his quota for the
Bailey
day.
says anything is
I have
possible.
handicap plates.
1 minute.
They weren't expired, nothing.
We want to thank you so much for spending your morning with us as we celebrate the Mushers who will be competing in the 53rd running of the Iditarod. We invite you to become an Iditarod insider, where when you become an insider, you get the very best live coverage of the race,
As I said,
and your contribution helps our mushers, our sled dogs, and the greatest volunteer force on the planet make it all happen.
30 seconds.
The bitch of it is I saw him writing it. And
Joining Bailey in the Iditarider is Patrick Van Blericom from Plainfield, Illinois.
I mean, like, who pissed in your Cheerios today, right?
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
And go he will. That is Bailey Vitello from Nenana on his way to Nome.
And I didn't know about like OIG and complaint processes.
And we're sending a huge shout out to Already Family Care for supporting this year's Iditarod. From Anchorage, this amazing medicine clinic is helping Alaskans across the state take care of their health. We couldn't be more thankful to have them on board as one of our newer supporters of the last great race on earth. A shout out to Already Family Care. And we're shouting out even more mushers' names in starting position number 23 from Fairbanks. Please welcome to the last great race on earth, Laurel Eklund.
That name sounds familiar.
And with Laurel this morning in the Iditarider, Charles Shoemake from Biloxi, Mississippi. Laurel's a story is an Alaskan story. He grew up in the state, fell in love with the state, and being in the Alaskan bush, spending time with his dad, building log rafts to sell wood to the villages on the Yukon, and trapping, fishing, and hunting on the mighty river. He grew up hearing his dad's stories and from old timers about using dogs for travel and racing, which inspired him to become a dog musher. He's inspired to run the Iditarod by looking at his dad's finishing plaques from Iditarod his dad's Iditarod runs back in 1981 and in 1983. Laurel says it's been a wild ride to get here, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and we're glad he's here.
That one on the side there, that gray one, what a nice looking dog.
His best finish in past Iditarods include last year's number 26.
It's nice to see all the military guys out there helping, huh?
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, he's going back home to Fairbanks. That's Laurel Eklund on his way to Nome at Iditarod 53. Alaskan painter John Van Zyl is a two-time Iditarod musher, and after finishing his first race in 1976, he created 20 paintings of his profound experiences on the trail. John had no idea that his posters would become a 49-year project. John recently unveiled his 2025 poster and announced it would be his last. He has named his final Iditarod posters Embers. As the fire comes to an end, Embers are the final stage. This morning, we salute the artistry of John Van Zyl at Iditarod.
I picked the Barrington chick and then the Midland, Michigan guy. Right after
in starting position, number 24 from Preston, Idaho, the rookie Musher Bryce Mumford.
Guy. It actually was it a girl?
Bryce lives in Preston, Idaho with his wife, Lindsay, and their son, Connor. They have a daughter, Anna, who is married and attending Utah State University to become a veterinarian. Bryce works full-time for the United States Postal Service, delivering mail, and during the summertime, he enjoys trail running, completing a 50-mile and 100-mile trail race in 2024. He started mushing back in 2011 and racing in 2014. He recruited his dad to be his handler. His kids also began participating in junior races, just like Dad.
From Alta, Norway.
It's a hobby for the whole family.
And he was bib.
In 2022, the Mumford family ran the 100-mile Idaho Sled Dog Challenge together. They were dubbed the Mushing Mumfords. Bryce would like to thank his parents, his family, and friends for supporting the adventures of Iditarod.
Yep, you picked a rookie Canadian. Okay, give lots of love to the new pups, the new Yorkies.
30 seconds.
I wonder if they ever put green on the boys and red on the girls. Sorry, I'm getting all yucky from the sugar.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
He hails from Preston, Idaho, the rookie Musher Bryce Mumford with his Iditarider Andy Bettles from Hiram, Utah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, these are the big dogs of the Iditarod, and to be one of the big dogs, all these canine athletes have their current vaccinations. Their current care diaries are carried by each musher and are utilized by the mushers and vets at each checkpoint. And ongoing random drug testing is conducted throughout the race. In the 10 years of this program, no drug test has ever been positive. What you are seeing today is a level of health care and screening that even an overwhelming majority of the human population will never experience. Now we move up to rider's position number 25 from Eagle River. Please welcome to Iditarod 53, Calvin Doherty. And joining Calvin in the Iditarod is Frank Sigler from Rolette, Texas.
Hey there, puppy.
What a history this man has. At 11 years old, his family made the move from Florida to Alaska so his dad could qualify for, and ultimately race in the Iditarod. At the start of his rookie run in 2016, Calvin drove the tag sled behind him as they mushed through the streets of downtown Anchorage. 10 days later, he was in Nome to witness his dad finish. Watching his dad achieve his childhood dream fueled his passion for the Iditarod.
Doesn't that one look
and
like
deepened his fascination for the dogs, the mushers, and the mushing culture.
What are those clogs?
And
1 minute.
It is this season that Calvin is excited to take on the incredible responsibility of coaching and training Mitch Seavey's 2-year-old puppy team alongside Sadie Lindquist. They are a remarkable group of athletes, and many will be competing in their first Iditarod
That's
here
what it
today.
looks like he has on. He, she. It's a he.
Thirty seconds.
You're like, oh, just go already.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Crocs.
5,
That's
4,
what they're called. He looks
3,
like he has Crocs
2, 1, go!
He is a citizen of Eagle River, Calvin Doherty. Musher at Iditarod 53.
This is the nice lady who did in previously, and she wants to do number 32. She get her announced as our special. It's time for her to count down.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you. Thank you. We're in starting position number 6. I'm not sure I've ever seen a crew quite like this one. From Cantwell, Alaska. Please welcome to Iditarod 53, Musher Paige Drupney.
Oh, here's the one that you like.
Because
Hey.
costuming is everything in the last great race on Earth. And joining Paige in the Iditarod is Jocelyn Villalobos from Houston, Texas. A lot of friends from Texas are here today. It was Paige who finished 7th in the Iditarod in 2019, and also in that year, she won the Most Improved Musher Award.
Very cool.
Iditarod teams here average 16 dogs, which means more than 600 dogs are running through downtown Anchorage this morning.
1 minute.
And there's only one guy with a big pooper scooper that's running behind them. Just one guy.
Well, that's definitely job security. Run around with the pooper scooper. There you go, Robert. Here's your gal.
Thirty seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
She is the always styling Paige Drupney from Cantwell on her way to Nome. Like the Iditarod, Bristol Bay Native Corporation is guided by values of resilience, respect for the land, and a deep connection to community. Together, we celebrate our history, share our cultures, and we grow our future, connected through long-standing traditions and this remarkable state. Here's to more than a decade of partnership and to many more years of collaboration. Thank you, Bristol Bay Native Corporation, for your direct support of Iditarod 53, the last great race on Earth. Now we move up to starting position number 27. From Mountain, Wisconsin, please welcome to Alaska, Musher Quince Mountain. Quince tells us that mushing is something he never expected to do. It was his wife's hobby before they got married, and he gave it a try once just for fun. After that, Quince was hooked. He says that all the time that getting on a sled behind a team of dogs for the first time makes adults into children, and to this day, he finds that joy and exhilaration irresistible. In the past 7 or 8 years, he's been transported by dog teams to so many gorgeous places and wonderful communities that he can no longer imagine how he would be me or him without the experiences that those dogs have given him. Quinn says that his dogs are courageous, smart, strong, curious, and fun as all get up.
That's a
He
truly
only hopes
Alaska
that
get up.
some of
Our
what
hearts
they
and
have
funny
rubs
boobs.
off on him as he makes his way towards Nome. Joining Quince in the Iditarod is Heather Luth from Alito, Texas.
1 minute.
You Southerners wouldn't know a thing about bunny boots.
Thirty seconds.
Definitely a cow get up, right? What you doing over there? What you doing?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
He hails from Wisconsin. That is rookie Quince Mountain, a proud participant of Iditarod 53. The Iditarod Education Department welcomes our 2025 Iditarod teacher on the trail, Maggie Hamilton, to the last great race on earth. Maggie is the 26th Iditarod teacher on the trail. She's a 5th grade teacher in Mitchell, Indiana, incorporating this year's race in math, reading, social studies, and other academic areas. Her entire school is using the theme of Iditarod to motivate students to achieve their goals. Please welcome to Alaska, Maggie Hamilton, the 2025 Iditarod teacher on the trail. Now we move up to starting position number 28 from Carcross, Yukon Territory, Canada. He is Musher, the rookie Connor McMahon. And joining Connor this morning in the Iditarod is Ginny Van Blericom from Plainfield, Illinois.
He's a rookie. Yukon
Connor has
Territory.
worked with dogs since he was 15 years old, and once he met and worked with sled dogs, it's all he has ever done since. His dogs and Connor live, train, explore, and adventure in Canada's beautiful Yukon Territory. Connor says that it's a very exciting way to live, but it's also a challenging way to live because it makes for the best life for his four-legged team members, all of which are here today at Iditarod 53. We know that Connor hopes to be an Iditarod champion. Let's take a look at notable Iditarod champions, specifically multiple winners. They include Dallas City with 6 Iditarod wins, Rick Swenson with 5, Susan Butcher, Martin Boozer, Lance Mackey, and Jeff King with 4, Mitch Seavey at 3, and Robert Sorley with 2. Here are the noteworthy milestones. The fastest winning time, Dallas Seavey in 2021, coming in 7 days, 14 hours, 8 minutes.
That is freaking fast. We lost you there, bud. Oh no, we lost the audio.
5.
There we go. That is crazy fast. Thousand miles in 7 days. Holy crap! And
10,
now it's
9,
we have 2 mandatory layovers.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
This is just his way of life. This is Connor McMahon from Carcross, Yukon Territory, Canada. A member of the Iditarod 53 team.
Yeah, pump up the volume. Come on, people, pump it up.
Nothing captures the spirit of Alaska better than the last great race on earth. Joining us in starting position number 29 from Fairbanks. Please welcome Musher Justin Olness.
Lord Bynum, what is the mandatory layover? Is it 12 hours, 8 hours, or 24 hours? Do you remember? A 12-hour and a 24-hour.
Justin moved to Fairbanks in 2013 to pursue a graduate degree in wildlife biology. His PhD advisor had a beautiful trapline dog team, and working with Tim inspired Justin to start building his own team. In 2021, he met his wife, Kaylin, and they established Rerun Kennel. They strive to give rescue dogs a second chance. 75% of dogs in Justin's kennel are from the local shelter and other rescues around the state, many of whom make up his Iditarod team. These are rescue dogs. Justin is grateful for the support of his family and his colleagues at the Alaska Department of Fish and Game and all of the amazing people and businesses that have supported his kennel mission. Joining Justin in the Iditarod from San Diego is Stephanie Jones.
Lots of people from California as Iditaroders. These guys just look confused.
1 minute.
Because they put stupid nappies around their neck. They're like, take off these freaking uniforms. We'll look it up.
"30 seconds.
Each musher here today is setting out to accomplish a feat that few dare to attempt. Each hopes to go the entire distance and establish a place for their team in the Iditarod history books.
Confused. I didn't like the damn bandanas either.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
He can't wait to get back to Fairbanks. That's Justin Olness, the rookie musher, with his Iditarod Stephanie Jones, a part of Iditarod 53.
They're like, who put us in these freaking school uniforms?
Today marks the 53rd anniversary of the last great race on Earth. We should also note that it's the 100th anniversary of the Serum Run, the real-life relay of life-saving medicine via dog sled that inspired today's race. And we are certainly inspired by this musher. Please welcome from Bozeman, Montana, the rookie, Charmaine Morrison, to Iditarod 53. Charmaine started mushing as a child after learning about the Iditarod, and she started her own kennel at 14 years old. Her kennel is based out of Bozeman, Montana, where she gives us sled dog tours and trains for mid and long distance races in partnership with her mentors, Robin Carrick. She grew up on a horse ranch in northwestern Montana, and she still enjoys spending her free time riding and backcountry camping with her horses. Joining Charmaine in the Iditarod is Mara Murphy from Collegeville, PA.
Yeah. All righty then.
1 minute.
Connor
Mushing is a
McMahon.
way of life for many Alaskans. The Iditarod has long been a focal point of the shared passion. Now more than ever, sled dog enthusiasts can follow the last great race on Earth through a suite of fan features on Iditarod.com, including live map updates, checkpoint stats, even videos from the trail taken by the mushers themselves. It's all at Iditarod.com.
30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All of Bozeman, Montana is watching the rookie musher, Charmaine Morrison, begin her journey to Nome at the last great
not
race
all,
on Earth.
Sled dogs have brains, that's for sure. They go wherever.
I'm kind of envious of that group of Alaskans right over there. They're enjoying a seasonal drug that we call the sun. We don't see it very often, but when it comes out, everybody crowds around the red hot ball of fire in the sky. I'm going to join you in just a little bit.
There you go, Kathy.
We're moving up to starting position number 31.
Ooh, we're almost up to
Please
the end,
welcome
guys.
to Iditarod from Willow, a veteran musher, Matthew Failer.
Yeah. They're just butt sniffers at that point, Lord Bynum.
This man is impressive. He's a veteran Iditarod
2
musher,
minutes.
Kuskokwim 300 champion, a multi-time humanitarian award winner in mid-distance racing. He and his wife Liz own and operate Alaska Husky Adventures in Willow, where they offer locals and visitors a chance to meet their Iditarod team and experience the joy of dog mushing for themselves. Their race team name, 17th Dog, is a tribute to their supporters. For many years, mushers could take 16 dogs on the Iditarod. Family, friends, and fans of the team are symbolically dubbed the 17 Dogs that makes it possible to race.
Well, we're all going to get all confused.
When you talk about Matthew Failer, you have to talk about most inspirational musher, most improved musher, sportsmanship award winner, most inspirational musher, most improved musher.
You're right, Kathy.
And the
That's
Herbie
exactly
Memorial
right.
Award in
If you're not the lead
2024.
dog, the scenery
Joining
never changes.
Matthew is Happy Joliffe from Nova, Michigan.
1 minute.
Wow, another Michigander.
Just want to get that name one more time. Tina.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. What the heck?
Regal. Thank you.
That almost looks like a shepherd mix. Doesn't it?
30 seconds.
As you can probably tell, the costumes are very well done with so much attention to detail. Oh, excuse me, those aren't costumes. That's what mushers wear all the time. Every day. To the store.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
I didn't see any of
From
them. Are
Willow,
you
that's veteran Iditarod musher Matthew Failer on his way to the historic town of Nome.
Say 2 minutes, 1 minute.
The one, I think it was the one from
That's 10
Royal
minutes.
Oak said that he had lived in the.
We celebrate what he left us at the last great race on Earth today. We remember the founder of the Iditarod, Joe Reddington Sr. Now joining us in starting position number 32, the musher from Seward and Sterling. Please welcome to Iditarod 53, Mitch Seavey.
The great Mitch Seavey.
And at 65 years of age, Mr. Seavey is running the Iditarod because it's hard. That's what people of his
2
generation
minutes
do.
to go.
Mitch has run the Iditarod 27 times over 5 decades, including 18 top 10 finishes and 3 championships.
It's hard to believe he's 65.
Now, that voice you just heard, that is our special guest countdown caller. That is Tina Regal from Nashville, Tennessee. Tina was at the Mushers
I didn't
banquet,
think Mitch was that old.
and she made a huge contribution to the last great race on earth. She's been practicing counting backwards for over 2 days now.
There's history. But who doesn't
She's learning
have
from the
history?
best. Dave Pike, who has carved a career out of doing that. Birthday parties, basketball
Look at the
games.
Osmars.
He counts down everything these days. We're trying to get him to go the other way from 0 to 10. Doesn't work.
I think I've been in a
1
few bar
minute to
fights
go.
with them.
I think we found Dave's replacement. She's from Nashville, Tennessee. She'll be calling the 2026 countdown.
Not in a few bar fights, but with them for a few
It'll be
bar
Dave who
fights.
puts up a lot of money to have the position back.
Thirty seconds.
Did you hear that tone, Dave? It was remarkable. The depth of character in that
Right
voice.
there, Kathy. I'm
Man.
right there with you. I didn't think you looked old at all. Yeah, I know.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go!
This man is a champion. This is Mitch Seavey running an Iditarod because it's hard.
Awesome.
And our thanks to Tina Regal from Nashville, Tennessee, our special guest countdown caller. That's the best I've ever heard. And I've been doing this for 31. Get out of here. Yeah. It sounded like
His
vocal
team all
barbecue.
looks the same too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kind of like the white team. They all look the same.
We're in starting position number 33. Please welcome to Iditarod 53 from Fairbanks, Musher, Jeff Dieter. With a 4th place finish in 2024, Jeff is back to Iditarod for another year and looking to claim that top spot. This year's training team is comprised of 20 Iditarod finishers and some of Jeff's most talented 2- and 3-year-olds. This is the toughest group of dogs he's ever had the pleasure of running, and their ability level exceeds his expectation at every turn.
Wow, look at that black one. I mean, he's got a white chest.
After running the 2008 Iditarod at the age of 19, surprisingly, Jeff took 10 years away from the race to focus on building a home and a business in Fairbanks. He and his wife own and operate Black Spruce Dog Sledding, a year-round tour business focused on educating people about the sport and lifestyle of long-distance mushing. In addition to the Iditarod, Jeff and his wife travel around Alaska by dog team and have competed in the Kobuk 440, the Kuskokwim 300, and numerous other mid and long distance races. He was the winner of this year's Yukon Quest.
Oh, there we go. Kind of a bummer that he
1 minute.
Got such a high start number.
Yes, ma'am. Here it is right here.
So when they get to a checkpoint, they leave for how they came in. So if you pass somebody,
30 seconds.
These are the kings and queens of winter in Alaska,
trail,
the Mushers and their dog teams at Iditarod 53.
enter the checkpoint before the other person. They don't leave each checkpoint by number. They leave in order of who gets there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Go!
He was the winner of this year's Yukon Quest. Let's see if he can add the Iditarod to his list of conquests. That's Jeff Dieter from Fairbanks now on his way to Nome.
Correct.
Now,
it's first
in our final position of number 34, please welcome from Duluth, Minnesota, the rookie, Musher Emily
But
Ford.
it's first in, first out. And somebody could be taking a layover, a mandatory layover. And they declare that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
It is Emily who always had the dream of living in Alaska during the winter. She thought it was the most wild place that she could go on adventure. Well, she put that dream on a back burner for a while, but then she hatched a plan, live in Alaska during the winter. Super Iditarod. She landed a shameless husky kennel in Willow, and she has fallen in love with the adventure of racing and spending countless hours with her dogs.
She's young.
She realized that Iditarod could be the ultimate adventure that she always wanted. She picked up 2 more qualifiers in 2024, the Copper Basin and Kobuk, to solidify her decision to attempt the Iditarod this year. She is following in the footsteps of the late North Pole expeditioner Matthew Henson and Iditarod adventurers Becca Moore and Newton Marshall. She wants to continue to represent Black people in cold places with an understanding and a drive to show that anyone can adventure and everyone deserves to discover the outdoors regardless of race, gender identity, or upbringing. She continues to seek adventure and represent the underrepresented in outdoor spaces. Joining Emily in the Iditarod is Cheyenne Schumacher of Biloxi, Mississippi.
Those black ones do look like Crocs.
"30 seconds.
How many did we have? 36?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Looking to make this day a part of her history. From Duluth, Minnesota, the rookie Emily Ford on her way to Nome. All right, we have one more rogue dog team. I have no paper on this one.
The Musher list does say she's the last one. This must be a hoot one.
This is Robert Reddington with his Iditarod as we get ready to wrap up the ceremonial start of Iditarod 53. 33 mushers are signed up for the 2025 Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race. 17 veterans, 16 rookies. Mushers hailing from Alaska, New Hampshire, Idaho, Michigan, Montana, Minnesota, Wisconsin, from 3 foreign countries, including Canada, Denmark, and
I
Norway.
wonder what this is then.
The record number of mushers starting the race was 96 in 2008. I remember that. We were here till 4 o'clock.
Maybe he's just running for the ceremony.
Senator Murkowski has kissed and hugged over 300 people here today at the ceremonial start of Iditarod.
Right.
1 minute.
You know, the Iditarod traditionally pays the highest purse in sled dog racing. The 2024 purse was $550,000. The 2025 prize purse will be a minimum of $550,000, with the highest percentage going to positions 1 through 20 and $2,000 going to each of the remaining finishers. The Iditarod announcer gets nothing.
30 seconds.
Written
They
right
look like
there.
big beagles. Hmm.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Yeah, they're probably
6,
just there for the ceremonial.
5, 4,
Because 34
3,
was the last
2, 1, go!
And they're off.
Yeah, he doesn't have a bib.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's it from the streets of downtown Anchorage. The Iditarod restarts in Fairbanks on Monday at 11 a.m. on the banks of the Chena River. Like we said in the opener, it's unlike any other event in the world, a race over 1,000 miles of the most extreme and beautiful terrain known to man and woman across mountain ranges, frozen rivers, thick forests, desolate tundra, and wind-swept coastlines. Thank you for being a part of the ceremonial start of Iditarod 53.
There we go, guys. There we go. Yeah, no bib. So, as I said, they must have just wanted to do the ceremonial. So, you guys, thank you so much for spending almost 3 hours with me for the ceremonial start. And kind of looking forward to Monday afternoon. We'll do the restart together. And then every day we'll see where they're at. We'll do a catch up. This is so awesome. I appreciate it. It could have been a small team or a health issue. Well, sure. I seen that L. Ron Hubbard is cleared of the planters, and Fountain in between Catalina and L. Ron Hubbard, and then over on the other side still have the planters. It looks like some of them were removed over towards the Catalina side in between. But you know what? And they must have done it in the middle of the night, because Whitshire was there last night and they were thinned out, but they were still there. So I am completely happy. Now let's get them off Fountain. And don't know why. Don't know if I seen all the planters in that parking lot across from the Lion. They were storing a whole bunch of them over there, but that wasn't all of them. So I don't know where the rest of them went, but I don't care. I am so glad they're gone, and it's progress, and woohoo! Thank you to everybody that's been involved. Right? Always in the middle of the night, because that's normal church behavior. Yep, the bushes were still there, the thorny bushes, and we'll see. We'll see where this is headed. Yeah, across the street across LRH from the Lion, in that parking lot. That's the same parking lot where Kelly seen the fire that one day. Am I correct? I think I'm correct. Yep, great start. Ceremonial start to the Iditarod, and planters be gone. Yep. So Okay, still lots of prayers for Audit's pup. Lots of prayers for Audit. This was definitely in thoughtfulness and great vibes and great thinking for her pup. So I love you guys. I will do a Good Morning Sunshines in the morning. I kind of thought we would just do this today, and Miriam said I could have the morning off. Audit's pup ended up having to go to the ER yesterday to the vets, and we don't know if God's going to take her home tonight. Not Audit, the pup. I don't want to spread rumors. It was better than watching alone, and I thank you guys. So Monday, it's a date. Yep, thumbs up, it's a date. And lots of hugs, lots of loves, lots of everything. Peter, thank you again for helping me get my flat file going. I appreciate it. You're so sweet to me. Okay, ending stream. Bye-bye, guys.